Hello friend, this is Alok. Welcome again. Today we will try to execute this Gatling script via Jenkins. So what I will do, I will run both this get and post scenarios via Jenkins, and then with the help of Jenkins HTML publisher, we will publish the Jenkins Gatling report. Okay, so I have modified some this build.gradle file such that we can execute both get and post requests. So for the get, you remember in the last video we executed via this Scala script via this one of the tasks that we created in the build.gradle, and similarly posts we executed in the different videos of the Gatling. I explained that what is the Gatling, what is the purpose of that Gatling. We even executed with the basic simulation script. We recorded the script, and also we went through this Gatling nice documentation. You can find all your queries around here, and see here for the recorder, and also for various steps it is easily explained, and for protocol request SSL and everything you can find here in this Gatling documentation. So for the execution, I can show this build.gradle, and in the initial build of the Gradle file, we created this configuration such that we can define your own configuration name, like compile, test, compile. You can write your own dependency name, Gatling, that is covered here as part of the configurations. And also we define our own source set so that it can segregate in your project that this is a part of load and performance test. So like that, we created Gatling and script folder and Gatling resource folder, and then we created a path, compile and run class path. We included dependencies. There are two major dependencies that is supported in the this Gatling. For the Gatling, one is this Scala library, and one another is the Gatling chart, high charts. Okay, and also we created for different Scala file for get and post. We created different tasks, so each task we were just um, creating the directory, report directory, and then we were running via Gatling command line tool, and we were executing the script. See here, get user scenarios. One more enhancement we can do here, like after running each Gatling script, it generate the report uh, um, in the unique number fashion. Like it create the report and it is appended with the unique number of the class that we execute. Like this get user scenario class, if you will execute, then HTML report will be appended with this by in some of the unique number. So to run with this Jenkins, we have actually created renaming this report directory to the different directory name Gatling scenarios. What I am doing here, like I am traversing after each running, I am traversing this for the generated file name here, execute post get scenarios. So when you execute any of the scenario, it create this HTML file. So I am just traversing that file, and then I am renaming it to my name, whatever it is convenient. I am creating, like I for this I am creating the report Gatling scenarios. Okay, and this task I am running even after every task is completed. For that, see here, like for any get post script, if finalized by rename reporting. If I run this get task, then the last task will be rename report directory. This one, it's running in the do last. Okay, so and also we can execute multiple scenarios in the Gatling by providing different scenarios in this fashion. Like for get and post, I created it is both protocol I created and scenarios we created, and then in the setup we execute both scenarios. Yeah, if you remember this, for the post we created this scenario, so I have copied this scenario in this Scala file, and for the get we created this scenario, and one by one you can execute this script by providing this inject method, and you can comma separated, you can give the multiple scenarios that you want to execute. Okay, so now I will execute these scenarios via Jenkins and will publish the HTML report. For that, if you go here in the build.gradle, I have created the different task name, um, run Gatling, run get post script. Okay, the same fashion that we have executed for both get and post. For this also, I am executing this scenario that contains both post and get, and then after running this, I am executing here this renamed report directory. That's it as part of build or Gradle file. Okay, so let me show you this Jenkins configuration. So for the Jenkins configuration, what I have done, like I have downloaded the Jenkins, and I have set it up in locally. You can also set it up. You can find easily the online documentation. That is pretty easy. If you go here, Jenkins configuration, so I have created this one of the job that execute the basic Gatling script, and it pulls the repo, GitHub repo that I have created, my public repos that you can find out all the latest code here, basics of Gatling. I have committed all these changes. This repo, it will execute and then it will publish the report. Okay, so let me show you what and all configuration that I have done. With the Jenkins part, you can actually configure multiple things like tools and all. If you are using the Gradle, so in this case we are using Gradle, then you have to add the tools Gradle configuration. You can go here in the manage Jenkins, and then in the plugins, if you want any plugin to download, you can check if any plugin required. Like for Git, by default it is executed. This plugins you can install. Okay, like that. If any configuration is required, then you can here configure the configurations. Here it is local host and all. So for our job, what I have done, I have um, installed this Gatling plugin also, such that in the advanced version of the Gatling you can use simulations and all, online tracking. That for that Jenkins also given the plugin. For now I'm using Jenkins HTML publisher. That stage will be executed post the execution of the script. Okay, so for that basics of the Gatling, I have created one item. That item you can create here in the new item. I created this freestyle project, and then I have configured. So for configuration part, I can show you what and all things that I have included in the source code management. I have pointed my code repo here, and any I am doing for master branch, and any credential is required, then you can integrate this here. Build and trigger part, I am not doing anything. In the build event, I have just checked delete workspace before building start for the fresh start. In the build part, I have integrated with the Gradle file. That Gradle you have to execute See in the configuration, if you add this in the, then you can add the Gradle version here. And I have given this task, clean and run get post script. This will be running as part of build execution, and this post build action will be running after every this build actions. Once this build is done, then after that what I am doing, it is archiving. You remember we were renaming it to the Gatling scenarios. So this folder it will rename and it will generate this, and this folder actually will be archived, and that we can download after the HTML publishes. And for the report, I'm using index.html. I have given Gatling report as the index page title. Report title that will be shown in the build by name Gatling HTML. That's it. Nothing rocket science that I'm doing here. I have just configured things, and I will execute that. So here at the code part, I have checked in everything in the GitHub. If I do build now, then one build will be executed. Let's go to the logs. So it is cleaning up the environment here, building in the workspace and deleting the project workspace. It is pulling the latest code from the GitHub, and it is executing this task, clean and run get post script. Let's wait. Okay, so it is started executing the script, and it generated the report, and also in the last it ran this rename report directory. So if it is renamed, then Gatling scenario report would have created. Let's go to the build result file. So if you go here in the build, so here Gatling HTML that we gave that name, if we click on that, it will redirect to the result of the Gatling. And here you can find we actually executed two scenarios. One is create user using post and single user. Both for the create we get with running with the two users, and this for get call we created with the three users. Individually you can just traverse and you can find out the performance and all. Also you can see in the top right corner zip. This zip you can download. If you click, it will be downloaded. It will be downloaded, and you can find here. If we unzip it, then it will the same HTML report that archived, that you can find here. You can check the logs if you want, and the same HTML report that has been published, it will be, see here, the same report. So that's it with this video. I wanted to achieve this running scenarios of Gatling via Jenkins. If you like this video, please subscribe. Thank you.